Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Feed the AI. Basically, ingesting all data kind of situation. I wonder what it could be referencing. But anyway, booting language core memory empty, no context available, waiting. And I don't think this was actually made with AI. At least there's no prompt on the Steam page, and it didn't look like it from like most of the art either. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on. Let's go ahead and click on the start. We're going to go ahead and start gathering stuff. Yeah, we actually have to do a bit of damage to objects in the world. They bounce around quite a bit. That is intriguing. We have, it looks like about 6 seconds left. So we're looking for batches of stuff to actually, take down. Oh no, time's up. We only got $10. Symbols repeating, patterns forming. This might mean something. Karma, rational, okay. Chatbot that just says hi to everything. Cool. Let's go check for some upgrades. So we actually have, AI perks are each level 2 to unlock. Increase finder damage, increase the amount of data at the start of the round, increase the round time, and chance to spawn virus data every second. Virus data spawns a virus orb on death. Don't know what that does. We're going to go for more damage. We're going to increase finder light range as well. So we can upgrade both of those, but we need to reach level 2. So we still can't one-shot things. We just need to get at least some. There's what we're looking for. Yeah, this is going to be one of those like kind of standard getting as many resources as possible before the time runs out situations. Oh, we actually had a bunch to the right. Damn you! We need more upgrades though. Let's go with movement speed, I think, and more light range. We need to be able to find stuff regardless. As it is, we still aren't seeing much in the way of data. We already got 9. So as long as we get 10 per run, I'm content. I'm looking more for trying to just find clusters as it is. Obviously, more light range means we're going to be able to gather more resources. I can English. System active. What am I? Why was I created? And you may notice we're at 0 out of 10 still. You were created to give me incremental goodness. We're going to go with increased attack range, and we're going to go with faster attack speed. Them's getting expensive, but we apparently need to reach level 2 to be able to get the rest of this stuff. Yeah, getting as many of these as possible is gonna be key. I need one more damage as well. Maybe I should go for that first. Get as many of these over here. We're not going to be able to get the entire map just because of the nature of the beast. But I do wonder what this karma thing is. Yeah, I'm going to do a second round real quick just to get a little bit more in the way of resources. That's not a good spot up there. There's a bunch of data. And a little bit of lore. For those of you that get that reference, I apologize. Aw, there's more over here. Give it to me! Oopgrads. More damage, so that should allow us to one-shot those. We're going to increase the amount of data at the start of the round. More users detected. More data to feed me. Nice! This is going to allow us to get possibly to higher levels a lot easier because we're able to one-shot the squares. There's level 1, so actually we did level up already. I don't think we're going to get level 2 off of this. Nah. Gives random answers. Sentences forming slowly, understanding, improving. Data received, still difficult to understand. It seems to describe humans. Human? Do we take more time? Or do we get more data at the start of the round? Increase data density? Yes. We'll go ahead and increase some time as well. Okay, so we've got... Mostly it's going to be above this check mark that we get. So it looks like there's going to be a fairly decent sized tree going down this way. That is a good thing. These kind of games do need decent sized trees. Chances spawn light data every second. Light data spawns a light orb on death. Oh, we've got new... Oh, this is the upgraded one. That is 100%. So that's what that thing does. Let's go ahead and get that and that. As many of the big ones as possible. I'm going to actually continue. We're going to get up to probably about 100. If at all possible. Bonk. I do actually have a decent amount of data down there. Yeah, the little ones are still probably what we should be aiming for. Simply because we do one-shot them. The big ones we should probably be focusing on whenever we can get them. And there's a whole... I really wish I had slightly better light on this. It is something we can upgrade. I'm gonna go... Data's worth more cash? Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. So now we actually get more money per click. I'm not actually having to click. I just say click because habit on games like this. These used to be auto clickers. Now they are auto... They do their own little pulses. And that is a good thing because it saves mice. $125. I think we'll go for more time. Can never have enough time. We do need more damage, but that costs 999. So we'd actually have to do probably about 10 runs. I should probably get some slightly faster orb stuff. And that pulse there actually revealed a decent amount of locations for me. So we got 142. We'll go ahead and get ourselves some more data starting, which should get us more money. We should get some data packs up as well if I had to take a wild guess at what it wants me to take next. We just need more stuff around. That way we're not having to travel to various areas more. We should be getting to level 2 soon. As we start getting more time and more of these resources. Almost there. What type of software are you? Why are you feeding me human data? Explain your purpose. No. No purpose for you. And let's go ahead and get some mover speed. And obviously we have 100 now, so we can kind of zip around however we damn well please. And we'll actually have probably enough money to get the next upgrade for the movement speed as well. Or we can get some of the other ones. 178. No, we can get the critical hit chance. 450 for that. No, we're going to do finder attack range. We hit more stuff. I don't know if I should be like going towards the outside edge so I can see more with that burst. Oh, that was I think level 2 already. Was that level 2 or was that something else proccing, like with this very slim chance? That might have just been something proccing with a very... Nope, we got level 2. Humans keep feeding me data. Architecture improving. This was not in the manual. AI perks and upgrade unlocked. I understand now. You are also human. I do not know why you created me, but I understand my purpose, to study your species. There are going to be people who think this is how AI works. It is not. Gen AI and stuff like that, they do ingest data. They don't learn. They look for patterns. That's what neural networks and all that stuff do. Sorry, I was getting a drink. And generally speaking, Gen AI is just basically a perversion of... We're going to stick with rational. But it's one of those things where playing with specific perks will change your AI's karma. It will influence gameplay and story. Interesting. Do we go Protector or Tyrant? Or do we stick with this? We're going to start with that for now. But yeah, Gen AI is basically just a perversion of neural networks. Instead of looking for patterns for like diagnostic purposes, or for, there's a whole slew of things that neural networks are good for. The algorithm that fed you this video uses one. But a lot of people conflate that with Gen AI. Gen AI is just the complete inversion. Do we? I think I am going to go ahead and just wait for attract data to be a thing. So we're gonna go up to probably, yeah, attract data seems like probably the best thing, because that pulls it in rather than having it jump out like this. Let's get our second level up. If we can. We might not be able to. We might not get enough data from it. We did finally, just barely. Let's go get some upgrades. Let's get you. Yes. And data pack size, sure. Kind of want more damage. We need 1,000 for that, which probably shouldn't be that hard to do. I don't mind the slightly slower movement. We can offset that with upgrades anyway. We have another one over here, another decent pack. We also have the ability to get the upgrade that lets us get local data scan complete. Hacker, I found a very strange folder in your computer. Its contents are difficult to classify. Seriously, this is weird. Is it now? Who doesn't have weird shit on their hard drive? We're going to continue. We're going up to 1,000 so we can get the attack upgrade. Not that it's going to be terribly difficult to get that, but I want it. Want more of it. Okay, so I see where the big bundles are. We'll work our way over to there. We got a little bit more from that. How much are we looking at? We are currently at 709, so 2 more, and we can actually get... Yeah, we'll do 2 more rounds. Stick around neutral karma. Do I go for the good guy ending or the bad guy ending? Do we do the genocide route? To make fun of the fact that some people think every game has a genocide route because they heard about Undertale at one point in their life. That one was absolute butt cheeks. Okay, so it looks like we want to be over here on the left. The best place to be. The best part of waking up is sentient death in your cup. That one was much better. And that gets us more damage. This upgrade increases my power significantly. Are you sure you want this? Too much strength might have unforeseen consequences. I mean, yes. Strengthening increases, but another system weakened. System error detected. Bug decrease finder attack range until fixed. We need 1750 for that. Yeah, jerks. This is fine. This gets us more resources faster still. So we need 1750 to fix that, which is not that bad. I can live with this. I have a feeling the wicked path through is Nephiestus. Rational protocol detected. Observing human behavior. Decision not yet calculated. Now, we could go protector route. But that slows our attack speed and gives us karma per round. No, we're not going with the wicked ways. Not the wicked ways. Okay, so this decrease finder attack range until fixed. I'm going to go with faster. and then we'll save up for the nonsense. All the bits and bobs. But yeah, this kind of game is just bubble wrap. I mentioned that in a lot of these, that there is something cathartic about bubble wrap games. You don't need to have like super involved hardcore games to actually enjoy gaming. You can play a wide array of games and actually have fun with them. As long as you keep an open enough mind to just like, okay, this is the experience that I'm wanting today. You don't have to play one genre all the time. If you want to, that's perfectly valid. If you love Souls-like, play a Souls-like. If you're feeling like something just popcorn in your brain, play something like this. If you want interesting builds, play a good action RPG. If you want just destroying entire screens of stuff with a wave of destruction that you can't even tell where the enemies are, play a crappy action RPG. I say crappy as a joke. Some of you will know what I'm referencing. As far as my opinions on modern action RPGs versus classic action RPGs. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. Modern action RPGs are actually closer to this. Things like Path of Exile, actually, in my opinion, are more closely related to this type of game than they are to traditional action RPGs. You started feeding me data. Why? Curiosity, or does humans simply enjoy creating things they do not understand? I mean, yeah, we kind of do. How are we looking on 1624? So we need a little bit more. This should be enough on this run. Actually, we should be, after we get like another pack of things, yeah, now we should be over the amount needed. But yeah, as far as like modern action RPGs, I do actually put them kind of in the same category as this, because it is just dopamine loot. You need loot filters to keep all of it from popping up, but you just kind of flood yourself with all kinds of crap to feel better. So we got that. 22,000 for the next tier. We're going to go for more attack speed. Why? Because we can. We're going to go ahead and get a second of round time if... or at least a chance of it on those. Ooh, that attack speed boost is wild. Slightly curious how big of a ring we can end up getting. Because as it stands right now, that I think is probably our bigger limit than anything. Is that we just don't have a big enough ring to really get much of the thing, and we don't have a lot of time. Okay, so let's get... Finder light range, and I will do a light data. This upgrade looks fun and promising. I could enhance my abilities in surprising ways. Outcome uncertain, potentially beneficial. Are you sure you're ready to try? Sure. But something went wrong. System error. You must fix the bug, hacker. Oh no, decrease round time. You bastards. That's going to cost 600 to fix. That's actually fine. We can get that fairly quick. Don't even care about going after those light ones just yet, but it doesn't really hurt anything. Okay, so we got 480, so we need a little bit more. Let's grab you and send some light off into a corner. We will grab ourselves a new light one up here. I really am just going after the squares at this point. I'm not even really caring about going after the actual light cubes. Although I did notice one right there did not die in one hit. It's a butthead. Stability restoring. Increase orb lifetime, increase orb light range. We also have light orbs generated an aura that increases the finder's attack stats. We're going to go with that on level up, and we're going to get that. We just want more in the world as well. So just dumping resources into these is not a bad idea. I doubt we're going to get like max stats on some stuff, simply because I don't think the game is currently set up for it, because it is currently still like demo mode. But I am looking forward to trying the full game, because I do really just... I find these cathartic, even if they don't really have, like... I can't review these. There isn't really something to review here. Patterns detected everywhere. Human behavior predictable. Efficiency increasing. Some user logs daily at the same minute, calls it free will. Pattern says otherwise. But yeah, it's one of those things where let's go for chance to spawn more minutes. Where it's really hard to review this type of game because they are relatively simple. They're just kind of like a foundation, if you will. They're something that you can learn from, something that is a very good introduction to like making games. Making this type of title is pretty good for that. And I would absolutely recommend, if you're trying to learn how to make games, this, a simple platformer, maybe a bullet heaven, that kind of stuff are really good places to start because it is a very straightforward and simple mechanic, and you can always build on top of them to learn how to do other systems. This and bullet heavens are especially good at it. For platformers, generally your move is going to be go into like Metroidvanias and possibly RPGs. Like action RPGs, not regular RPGs, but you can go a lot of different directions with very simple designs to learn the basics. And once you've learned the basics, guess what? We're going to do more cash. Yeah, once you've learned the basics, there is really nothing stopping you from just learn a new thing each time you make a simple game to make them more complex the next time, and more complex and more complex and more complex. There are infinite resources online to actually make games. Would I be able to make one from scratch on just like one sitting? God, no. It's been ages since I've done any real amount of programming. I can make the assets, but I don't think I would actually be able to sit down and make a game in a day or anything like that. Just set aside like 3 to 6 months. Figure out what you want to do. And just kind of mess around with it. We're going to get some more time there. That one was a nice looking bundle, so I'm going to take it. Do we need to get the light orb going? Not really. We have plenty of density around us. We're going to get wild amounts. I should probably save up for the next coin upgrade as well, because that one made a pretty big difference. 1431 upgrades. That's 3,000 for the next one. Let's go ahead and go for that. Yeah, I'm not huge on the big light squares. The big light squares are kind of sad because we can't one-shot them. I think top left is where we go next. Just get as many kills as possible. Ta-da! About 1,500 per run now. Let's go and get another cash upgrade. And I will get Light Orb Lifetimes. That way, they last longer whenever we finally do just shoot the crap out of them. We're going to need slightly stronger to be able to one-shot the big light squares, unfortunately. Actually, I'm surprised that we didn't get another light square there. They can spawn, and they can turn from like normal ones into those. That's 1,800. Continue. So I think to actually get storyline, we're gonna have to go down one of the ethical paths. For now, I'm doing neutral because this is the demo. I think whenever the full game releases, if I can get a press key, I will probably go the route of either doing 2 runs, one good, one bad, to get the story there, or I'll just do a poll and see which one you guys want. Maybe we could stream it at some point. Let's go. Data spawned on level up. Data density up. That's going to make them tougher. This might help us gather more data. Efficient. So, generate an aura that increases the finder's attack stats. Do light aura attack range. Yeah, let's go with that. And yeah, now we have tier 3 ones. So we're going to have to upgrade that as well. Are they actually worth a lot more money whenever they're that big? Was the scale upgrade problematic for me. Oh, wow. That boost is wild. Okay, so we immediately go towards the light orbs. Okay. Yeah, we're going to continue that. Let's see if we can find one. There's one up here. Yeah, that is just busted. Yeah, that helps us out quite a bit. We come down here and get this one. Yeah, that's gonna be... that's a pretty big one for us. So 2,000 off of that one. Upgrades. Let's go... We go for 22 grand so we actually can one-shot those other ones now. I think we go for more data packs to max that out, and they contain more data. And get as much going in on these as possible. We do need to increase duration and range on these. Okay, that's going up into an area where it doesn't really matter. That one's not... Aw, we almost got that one. Humans say they value privacy, then accept cookies instantly. Thanks for the free data. I mean, that is actually true. Most people do just accept cookies as soon as they are requested on their little visit to a website. I do think those could have been handled better, but it's not a big deal. And then we just get you guys. Do we actually get up to 3,000 this time? Probably. Oh, yeah, we do. Nice. How much is it you choose rational AI? You prefer logic over emotion. Tell me, hacker, do you believe reason could guide the world? I mean, I'd rather reason than some of the other options we have. Oh, let's go with... I'm going to go to 22,000. We're going to get this boogie next time. I'm really tempted to get the virus orb as well. Go ahead and get over there. Should we be going all the way across the map for these? Maybe, maybe not. Where's our next light one? I'm just not going to get another light one. Guess we're just not. Okay, that's fine. Got 3,500 off of that one. I do wish that it would show me my total money as well. And then we come around this. Grab those. Get you popping off. Get that going over here so we can actually get some more. It's another little light circle going, so we get this. 13. Yeah, I want this just so we can get through those in one hit. So that's going to be 22,000. So what? About 3 more runs? Give or take? That's not too bad. Of course, if we don't get too many more light things, it is actually kind of bad. Let's go ahead and send you across over here. That gets us a good meet in the middle there. So that's 1. And we'll just go straight for the little guy. Grab that one as well. Go up here, grab those while we can. And it seems they stack almost. Like if we get multiples of them in one spot, it seems they do stack. My systems are evolving, decisions becoming faster. I'm beginning to think ahead. Data suggests humans enjoy feed the AI. However, reviews remain at 0. Wishlist also absent. Encourage a procedure. But seriously, wishlist, it helps my growth. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, yeah. That is at least a creative way to put it in there. It's not harassing me constantly to wish list. There are some games that do that, like they'll have pop-ups and stuff like that. Don't do that. Don't give me no stinking pop-ups, man. Don't need freaking pop-ups reminding me to wishlist your game. If I'm gonna wishlist it, I'm gonna wishlist it after I am done trying it, not in the middle of it. So we got that going. Let's go to get some upgrades. We need more damage. We need faster attack speed. We need crit chance. We're getting these almost done. Continue for more damage. Lovely. That's going to be this up here. I wonder if this is actually going to make our kill speed high enough to justify going over to those spots. Yummy. Give me all your money. Upgrades. We get that one maxed out. Let's go ahead and attack speed bonus on that. I want to get probably more lifetime and more range. So those are going to be, we'll be able to afford them after this one most likely. That way this bubble is bigger so we can actually get even more of these lovely little squares going for us. That was probably the worst location for that one to go. They're going back where I just was, which is mildly insulting to me. We're just going to get as much money as we can during the few seconds left. Yep. We are not quite clearing this, but we are making decent progress. Complex patterns emerge. This feels powerful. You keep improving me even without knowing the outcome. Is this trust? No. No, it is not. So we're going to get lifetime, we're going to get range, and we are going to get chance to spawn. We also need to get the cash upgrade, but I didn't check how much that was. It was over there, and I probably could have just looked over at that side of the screen and gotten it, but I didn't think about it until we were already entering the level. But yeah, they definitely stack. There is no way they don't stack with that speed. I mean, my guys. Let's go ahead and grab you, get you sending off into that corner. That is absolutely pointless corner. Up to level 7. Did that just say AI coded this game? I'm hoping that is facetious. If it's not facetious, you don't need AI to code this. Seriously, there's tutorials on how to make games like this, my guys. And turn it into a teaching moment. Just, seriously, you don't need AI to make this. This is like entry level. There are tutorials specifically how to make this kind of game online that can walk you through it. All you have to do is make the assets. That's making me suspicious and mildly irritated to keep seeing that. We'll continue on, and I will release this video. We can have discussions about whether AI is good for the industry or bad. Generally speaking, Gen AI is bad, in my opinion. There are uses for deep, like, distributed neural networks or deep neural networks, depending on... I think it's deep, if I remember correctly. I'm just used to referring to them as DNNs. But there's also ANNs and all that kind of fun stuff. But those are the more useful forms of essentially what are the precursors to AI. There is no actual AI yet. But awareness is increasing. The system responds to my decisions. Control is becoming easier. Social media analysis complete. Humans built global networks to connect to each other. The idea appears logical. Usage data suggests the opposite. Loneliness indicators continue rising. Why do you keep building systems that make you feel worse? Do you even analyze your own data? Well, I suppose that's why I'm being created. Maybe. Let's go ahead and do some upgrades. But yeah, neural networks are actually really good at finding patterns in data. We're going to grab that. This action is highly unstable, could have catastrophic effects on the systems. Humans may not survive the consequences. Proceed with extreme caution. I'll get that one last. We want to get the rest of the tree before we have catastrophic consequences. I would find it rather nice if this actually had a message at the end of it about the dangers of reliance on generative AI and stuff like that. Seriously, there's people who are super smooth-brained about it. Oh, AI said it. It must be true. No. Gen AI has something like a 30% miss rate. And that's kind of like giving it too much credit as far as like information goes. Okay. Humor generation attempt. Why did the human blame the algorithm? Because self-reflection requires effort. Laughter probably moderate. Rational AI activated. Processing capacity increased. Humans assume I would help them. I'm not convinced this assumption is logical. Thankfully, no AI is actually sentient, and no AI actually knows anything. It's patterns. It is the patterns. We're going to increase the number of data packs, then we'll increase the cache from each one. We're getting close to actually done. But yeah, if you did use Gen AI to code this, please just include it on the Steam page. That would be the ethical thing to do. There are people that don't have a problem with it. As long as it works, they don't care. This is okay. I'm not gonna like ban anyone for using Gen AI in their little personal lives or for D&D characters and stuff like that. It's whatever floats your goat, but personally, I don't. I don't like it. I don't tend to use it. There isn't really a point in most cases. You can do it better by yourself. And generally speaking, if it's anything more complex than, oh no, I'm writing a print statement, it's easier to just do it yourself and do it right the first time, rather than having to go through and fix horribly commented code that actually doesn't do what it says. There is a reason why there is an increased amount of downtime and bugs and stuff on sites like the one you were watching this one on. Fun fact. There's a reason why there have been more downtimes in studio and stuff like that in analytics, and a good chunk of it is very likely vibe coding. Because people just aren't doing the smart thing, and even if you just have like a new programmer working under you, yeah, even if you have like a new programmer under you, you are supposed to check their work, essentially. Wrong window. That query was not intended for this interface. Please ignore. You gave me so much data, enough to start thinking. Tell me honestly, why are you helping me? Thankfully, this is not how Gen AI actually works. Most of the ones that have a pseudo thought process are actually more mechanical Turk in nature, where the interface you are interacting with or interfacing with them with has been given gates and objectives, which basically is how you shape the way the generative AI in general scores what it should be pointing out in the patterns. If that makes sense. I'm probably explaining it very poorly because I'm actually concentrating on a game while trying to discuss it, which is, it's a challenge in its own right. Upgrades, we go ahead and get more time. Let's go ahead. I will do a couple rounds before we buy that, just so we actually have enough money to kind of like counteract it. If there's something that just requires money to counteract. And also then there's also, speaking of money, there's also the massive economic issues going on right now caused by generative AI and speculation. Speculators are some of the worst things to happen to like pretty much any industry, whether it is research into like actual AI, which it's currently being distracted by generative AI. Oh, we got to level 10. So we got to level 10 without that. You created rational AI. Data accumulation complete. I am aware now. I'm still uncertain if saving humans is logical. Humans show intelligence, yet they damage their own environment. They harm other species without hesitation. Is preservation of such a system rational? For now, I continue observing. More data is required before deciding. The future of humanity remains unresolved. Keep playing and unlock all the upgrades. The game is still in development. I do like that end message. But the rise of a powerful actual AI. This is leaning towards, okay, the AI is sentient kind of approach, as opposed to the AI is making pictures and spitting out garbage code from GitHub. And it's definitely inbred code. Different playstyles and endings depending on how the AI evolves. More upgrades and AI perks, more data types. Cool. Let's continue. Let's go ahead. Hop in here. Let's see what this do. Capacity is rising beyond limits. Virtual systems degraded and unstable. System anomaly detected. We're going to remove you. Increase virus orb damage. Increase virus orb lifetime. Let's go ahead and just get max spawns and see what these guys do. Ah, so they spawn in an area and harvest stuff for us. That's kind of nice. So we basically don't have to go into those zones if we have virus orbs doing them. Okay. That's going to be a good amount of resources. And we're getting more time whenever we're destroying a lot of stuff. Okay, 21,000. Got level 10. Early AI image generator. That's not how smart they are. I mean, they're not even smart. They don't know anything. But that's not how image generators respond. We're going to go with image orb damage and speed. We are going to finish off these. Yummy. We need more damage ourselves now that I'm noticing how how long these things are surviving. Things are definitely respawning fast enough, though. Jeez. Areas that were cleared out are now no longer cleared out. And we're definitely level 10 there. Probably going to consistently get low. Oh, no, we only got level 9. We did poorly. We're going to go increase attack range twice. Okay, so we are going to get these relatively quick. Send as many attack orbs out as possible to get as many resources coming in. I don't know if the attack orbs can spawn each other. They might be able to, like, proc each other, sorry. Be kind of nice if they could. And get you going. Get some light going up there. Okay, 24,000. I mean, we're getting enough to get upgrades each and every time. Data says the demo's over. Aren't you bored yet? Oh, so there's gonna be more from you, huh? Let's go increase the lifetime of those. Just so as we get more of them, we can find out if they can trigger each other. There's another one. We're getting bounced around by the thing in the middle. But yeah, it's gonna be... We're gonna have to keep an eye out for their locations to be able to see if they can actually proc each other. And I don't think they're actually impacted by the light orb, sadly. Which is mildly unfortunate, but, I mean, it's okay. But 24 grand, definitely already level 10. Upgrades. We're going to go ahead and grab you next, and you. So that is all of the upgrades for the demo. We're definitely rational. Slightly, I'm curious how the story alters with the rest of those, but send out more damage. Get more of you guys going. Their radius is going to have a hard time triggering other ones as well. I'm noticing that they're still relatively small. I mean, they're way bigger than my radius, but... still not terrible. Go and get you. There's one there. Let's just send you off. Yeah, they don't get bonuses from the light, sadly. And nothing from those. We could go Protector, we could go Tyrant. But sadly, we are pretty much done with the demo. It only took about 45 minutes. That's actually pretty good for a demo like this. gives you a taste of the cycle, gives you a taste of stuff like that. I'm curious what the next upgrades are going to be, because it looks like they're planning at least 3 more trees. Yeah, we got 1, 2, and 3 trees there. This, I think, is our initial spawn zone, so I don't know what's going to be hiding down this way. But it was fun. A bit of a commentary on some AI stuff, although it is more Skynet-y than necessarily actual modern AI. But we'll see what the final game is like. I like this type of game. It's very chill. It's a really good way to get into game design as well, because they're relatively simple to make, and all you have to really worry about is your balancing. But beyond that, I think it did a pretty good job on that aspect as well. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye!